Well, hello, and welcome to Pelletier Craft Studio in Raleigh, North Carolina. I am Elaine, and I'm here today to show you that you can do all kinds of things with butter. Not the kind you eat, not the kind you put on your toast, but definitely the kind that you want to be having in your craft room. So, if you'll give me just 1 second, we're going to play with butter. But before I do want to show you two cards that I have made with our butter in just the last 5 minutes. In fact, when you see my hands, you're going to think it was 3 minutes because I still got butter on them. All right, so let's jump down and see what I have on my craft table. Yeah, there we go. Woo, I was thinking I was the only one doing the jumping here. So, as you can see, I have made two cards. Is this just not gorgeous? Love the way the butter just adds the sheen and the shine to it. Now, this is my first attempt at making things with butter, so I've really had a great time with this one. And as you can see, I've done a few dots on this one. But I do want to show you just how easy it is. But before I show you how easy it is, I want to tell you that we are going to be doing a butter class. Yep, I said a butter class. So what that means is that we are going to be having butter on the inside of our classroom, and we're going to be playing in the butter. We're going to be playing with all kinds of things. We're even going to be using butter and brushes. Yeah, I did say butter and brushes. Nobody seems to believe me when I tell them that they can use their brushes with their butter. Now, let me tell you that this class is going to consist of 4 different stencils, and each one of the stencils will make a card. Now, I'm going to show you how to use the stencil in multiple ways, so you'll be making multiple cards. So just go ahead and get ready to come on in and have some fun. So while I've been sitting here talking to you, I've been pulling up some extra brushes. All right, so as you can see, I've got a few colors of butter laid out on my palette. And I did that when I was making the ones that I just made. So this will give you the opportunity to see that when you're playing with butter, you don't have to rush, because it's not going to dry up super quick, okay? All right, so we are going to do our butter. And I think it's really funny because these stencils are numbered. And let's see, this one is number 6. And this is number 4, and this is number 1, and number 2. We're not going to play with it that way. We're going to just play with it in the good old-fashioned fun way of just using a stencil, okay? So here we go, and again, in our class, we're going to use this stencil as one of them. Some of the other stencils that we're going to use in class are things like, we're going to use some fireworks looking ones, and maybe I could show you the kit. Oh, yep, there's one of our kits, and on the inside of this kit is 4 of your stencils. Let's take a look at them so you can see what all the stencils look like. You do need to sign up for this class right away though, because some of the things that I can tell you, look at that one. Some of the things that I can tell you is that I only have about 4 or 5 spots left, okay? So these are the stencils that you're going to be getting, and you'll get to take these home with you. You're also going to get the paper that you need to make these cards with. And the other good thing that you're going to do is you're going to get to play in all different kinds of colored butter. Let me show you a few colors. Oh, here they are. Oh, wait a minute. But you can't see them that way, right? So maybe I better do some flipping. How about we play with summer skies? And we can play with tangerine. We can play with lime green. We can play with mango. How about a little crimson? Or maybe watermelon. And don't forget, we always have our turquoise. Now, we're also going to be playing with 2 other things. One of them is a puff butter, of which you're going to just love. Wait till you see me put puff butter on a cloud. But we're going to do that in class. We're not going to do that on video today. All right, so let's get these all pushed over to the side, and let's get busy making our card. So the first thing I'm going to want to do is get it lined up on my paper so that it's going to be just about in the middle. I'm not always in the middle, but you guys know that about me as good as anybody. So last time I did my rainbow, I kind of did it in a little bit of a different order. I just kind of played with it. This time I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to sort of play with it. So what I've done is I've dabbed it on my brush, and now I'm going to dab it on my pad, and then I'm going to just roll it around. Rolly, rolly, rolly. And as you can see, it just goes straight down to my paper, and it immediately starts to shine. Now, I've decided I want to play with some other things down here, so I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to play with my wording. Now, this word says, sending good vibes. And as you can see, all I'm doing is just rubbing my brush up, and I'm not actually filling in all of the good vibes. I'm just filling in a little bit of it. But I do think that I want my top up here to be a little bit darker, so I'm going to just add a little bit more butter to it. Now, I know what you're going to say, Elaine. How are you going to do all of that card? If you keep adding butter to it, it's going to get thicker and thicker, and Elaine, you're never going to be able to put another one on top of it. So there's my first part. Now I'm going to move over to number 2. So we're going to move over right here. We're going to put it down with number 2. I'm going to line up my rainbow. There we go. And this time I'm going to drop in another color. I think I'll drop in a little bit of orange. There we go. Doesn't take much, just a little bit. So there's my orange. And now I'm going to put in another color. Let's see. This time let's put in, fixing to stick my stencil in my butter, aren't I? This time we're going to put in another color. Let's see. How about we put in a little bit of green? There you go. So I'm just going to come down here and put my green in. There we go. So as you can see, I've already got my rainbow made. How easy was that? Ta-da! Look at that! Isn't that easy? But I am going to come back up here because I want to get the rest of these words put in. I want my good vibes to really show some good vibes. So let's come back and let's touch up just a little bit of my orange. And I'm going to bring it from the top down. Now, when you're dealing with something as tender as letters and words, you have to be careful and make sure that you get it so that the letters are laying down. You may want to be a little careful around things like the N. It has a tendency to want to pop up, but that's okay. We're gonna make it work. We're just gonna make it work. You know what? I think I'm gonna do vibes in green. Ooh. Let's just see what it looks like. Heck, I might like it so good I go all the way across the top in green. I think I am. Look at that. I think I like that. Ooh. Let's try a little bit more over here. Just drop a little bit of green on top of this one. What I'm really trying to do is just sort of make it so that it's a little bit unusual. I don't want it to be the same old humdrum kind of stuff. Now, working with butter is a lot different than working with inks, but it's so much fun. Look at that. Good vibes. Got myself a great big old beautiful array of things there. All right, so the next thing that we're going to, oh, no, I'm not going to show you how to do that. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to show you how to do that when you come to class. Then you're going to get to see me make puff clouds instead of just the flat clouds we're going to make today. All right, so let's get back in here and play with our blue. Now, I want to make my blue really soft, but I want to make it puffy too. So here you go. You can see I'm making it just a little bit so it has some texture. Not really trying to do any special kind of breeding or turning it around. Just trying to give it a little bit of texture. Okay, now I want to do my cloud on the other side, and I'm going to do it the exact same way, just by tapping. You know what I really like about this? I am actually doing this on, I think I am this one, doing it on the card front. I don't have to put another card front on top of it. I could just do it on the card front. There we go. Look at there. How about that? Now we got good vibes. So as you can see, we made that card really, really quick. Now, People are always asking me, okay, Elaine, are you going to do your cleanup? Yep, I'm going to show you just how easy it is to clean up when you're using your butter. So all I have here is my Spellbinder spray. I do have water on the inside of it. And when I get ready to get rid of this, I'm going to just pull it up and I'll just throw this away, okay? It doesn't have a whole lot of butter left on it. I'm just going to toss it down here in my trash can. So that part's all cleaned up. And now I'm going to clean up this last part right here. Look at this. I love this spray bottle. It just puts the water right on down for me. Doesn't give me any kind of issues on it. And from here, I'm just going to come in here and wipe it off. This is where you're going to want to be careful because you don't want to mess up your, words. Oh, look, I got a friend that's come in. This would be my friend Sharon. Hello, hello. And Sharon's going to be teaching a class tonight. And her class is going to have balloons. And she's going to be using ink where I've been playing today in butter. Sorry, we're going to have some fun tonight as well. But we are going to be playing in ink tonight. I got this thing wet. And it's stuck. There you go. Right tight to my glass. And this is the reason I love working on glass. If you don't have this particular glass, we've got the Tim Holtz glass in here. And I highly recommend go ahead and getting it. Because it makes cleanup the easiest that you will ever have to see. There we go. All right. All done. So we have made a couple of really cute cards today using our butter. And again, I'm going to do a class on this and I'm going to show you a bunch of different techniques. Things like how to make this butter really puff, not just look puff. And I'm also going to be showing you how to use foil with your butter. I'm going to show you how to get your butter to be extra thick. We're going to just do all grades of things with our butter. But you need to come on and you need to sign up right away. One more thing I want to tell you really quick. We have another class that's coming up and I've got one spot left. And I'm just going to show you how we can take these bland pages and make them into something beautiful. This is Nature's Haven. I have one spot left. So you need to jump online right now if you want to make these scrapbook pages. And we are going to make all 6 of these scrapbook pages, and we're going to be doing them on Saturday at 10 o'clock. So jump on. Don't miss it. These are totally gorgeous. Looking forward to seeing you next week when we'll be playing with some more crafting stuff. Bye.